Hi Lindsay, it's Friday, January 6th, and I'm in my room again on the floor. First, I want to say that I checked out Paper Towns today from the library at school, so hopefully I will have every John Green book except for Let It Snow read on Tuesday when Tiffio's comes out. Today I'm going to talk about books that I like. Okay, so I'm going to show you some books I like that I own that I have here at my house. There's lots of other books I like. These are just ones that I had around that I was going to talk about. First is Scott Westerfeld's Leviathan series. I really like these books, and I like all three of them, which is good. Like, sometimes I'll read one book that I really like, and I'm like, oh, there's a second one, and the second one's like, but these, like, here's Leviathan, this is the first one. Here's Behemoth, the second one. And here's Goliath, the third one. It takes place in a sort of alternate universe. It's about two main characters. The first is 16-year-old Prince Alexander of Hohenberg, who suddenly finds himself orphaned and on the run when his parents' assassination ignites World War II. The second is Darren Sharp, a 16-year-old Scottish girl who disguises herself as a boy in order to enlist in the British Air Navy and ends up aboard the Leviathan, their largest airship, which also happens to be a flying whale. Britain and its allies are called Darwinists, and they battle using fabricated creatures because in this universe, Darwin discovered DNA and how to manipulate it, and they make use of that technology to create living weapons out of the life threads of many existing animals. Germany and its allies are the clanker powers. They have huge armored walking machines to fight with. I like this trilogy because, well, they're just good books, and all the books are different. Like, they're not repetitive, it's not the same thing over and over again, but they're also all good, and I like them all a lot. And I love Alec and Darren because they're adorable. It's also filled with fantastic illustrations by an artist called Keith Thompson. They're throughout the book, and there's many of them. Plus, they're just pretty. I mean, look at them. And they're shiny. Next, I have a couple of, like, middle grade type books. This one's called The Wild Girls. It's by Pat Murphy. I would call it contemporary, but it takes place in 1972, so I'm not sure it counts as contemporary. But it's really interesting. There's not really, it's not fantasy or sci-fi or anything. It's just about one girl moving into a neighborhood and meeting another girl and the things they do together. They make up stories and they have adventures in the forest, and they're wild. It's strangely interesting for a book about two girls. Another middle grade novel that I liked was Savvy by Ingrid Law. First of all, I love the cover. Is that not beautiful? It's about a girl named Mississippi and her very interesting family. They all have, like, weird special powers. For example, her oldest brother creates electricity, the next one creates hurricanes, and her mother is perfect. They get their powers when they turn 13, and this is a story of Mississippi's 13th birthday. It's really cute and fun, and the characters have cool names like Mississippi and Fish and Rocket. There's siblings and love and a little bit of magic and a road trip in a pink school bus. This is Kiki Strike and the Shadow City by Kristen Miller. This is the Palace of Laughter, and I'm going to find a picture of the cover and put it in this video because it has a really cool cover, but it's lost, so I can't show you. It's by John Berkeley. It's about a scary circus and a boy named Miles Wednesday and his teddy bear and a little girl with wings. It's got a very interesting cast of characters and lots of magic and one very scary tiger. This you may recognize. It's the first volume of the comic Gunner Craig Court by Tom Siddell. It is my favorite webcomic. It's at gunnercraig.com. I highly suggest that everybody read it because it's excellent. It's about a British girl in a boarding school, and it's nothing like Harry Potter. It has magic, it also has robots and mythology, and pretty much anything you can think of. It's got a great story and really fantastic art. This is Feeling Sorry for Celia. I bought it at a bookstore in Austin because it has Celia in the title, and I liked the cover. It's by Jacqueline Moriarty, who is an Australian author, and it takes place in Australia. And it's written entirely in letters and notes. Some of those letters are from people like the manager of the Society for People Who Are Definitely Going to Fail High School, and most probably life as well. I really like this book. I've read it like 4 or 5 times. I don't reread many books, so that's pretty impressive. It's really funny and kind of sad. It's quite lovely. I recommend this book a lot because it's about being in high school and a lot of normal things, but in a really lovely way. It's really fun to read. The main character is a girl named Elizabeth, and Celia is her rather eccentric best friend who frequently runs away from home. This book is about, among other things, how Elizabeth copes with one of Celia's more daring adventures. I'm sleepy. Well, I'm really tired, so I think I'm gonna go to bed. I will see you on Monday, Lindsay. Bye-bye.